You're listening to The Money Hour with your host, Tina Mitchell, and co-host Keelan Harvey on Alternative Talk AM 1150. Now, back to the show with local mortgage experts Tina Mitchell and Keelan Harvey.
Welcome back to the Money Hour with your host, Tina Mitchell.
And co-host Keelan Harvey.
Your local mortgage experts right here on 1150 AM KKNW, the Saturday, November 3rd show. It's a great day to talk money, and that's what the show is all about, how to make money, save money, and have a better quality of life for you and your family. If you're hearing our show at a different time or day, you are listening to a rebroadcast, but we're here to connect you with the guests that we have on the show. You can call the show at 1-855-400-1150. Again, that's 1-855-400-1150 or online at themoneyhour.com. And in studio right now, back by popular demand, my good friend Danelle Green with Higher Path Healing, Celebrations of Life. Activate your soul power. Danelle, thank you so much for coming back in studio.
Thanks so much for having me.
And isn't it nice just to listen to her voice? She's so calming.
She does have a good voice.
She does.
Thank you.
And a little bit about Danelle. Danelle is a guide and a healer to help people activate their soul power. As a certified hypnotherapist and owner of a Higher Path Healing, she meets clients one-on-one or in group sessions in person or online. As an ordained minister and owner of Celebrations of Life, she writes and officiates weddings and legacy celebrations and funerals. Danelle and her husband, Kevin, place international high school students in host homes through Green Heart Exchange. They have hosted 13 students since 2006. Danelle is a healer and guide who will help you rise to the next level in any area of life by activating your soul power.
Wow, Danelle, so some of the most happiest moments in my life and the saddest were, of course, a wedding and a funeral, and monumental moment in people's lives, and you officiate those. How'd you get involved in that? How did it start?
I was first ordained in 2006, and so I did weddings and funerals as a part of my church job, and now I'm ordained online. So obviously it's very, very fun to do weddings, and it's an honor to do funerals.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Danelle, why did you become a hypnotherapist?
Well, I was working at home creating my business Celebrations of Life, and I happened to buy a coupon for a $20 hypnotherapy group session, and I walked away from that session in May of 2015 unable to eat a graham cracker or Oreo cookie. I simply can't eat one to this day.
That's crazy.
And so I realized what a great tool this is for transforming people's lives. So that fall I became certified.
So hypnotherapy, that's awesome. Your subconscious. We've had guests and things and talked about how small of you use a small portion of your brain compared to the massive amount that you don't use. So I know
I'm a really dang smart person, but I don't know where it all goes.
I don't know what's up with my other little part or whatever. But so what's the difference with hypnotherapy for your clients' lives? Why hypnotherapy?
Well, the conscious mind is, just 1 or to 5% of our brain thinking and capacity. So our subconscious is 95%, and that's where all our beliefs and behaviors are stored. And so if we can remove limiting beliefs or negative events or any negative story that a person has, and we transform that to something positive and empowering, it literally changes your brain and every part of your life.
I like
it's amazing.
Me and Tina nerd out a lot.
We do.
We both have our motivation channels. I use 40 minutes of a commute every single day to dilute. We all have negative thinking, right? No matter who you are.
I do a refresh every day at 12 o'clock where I leave the office to go jam out and just listen to all my motivational stuff.
She never misses it.
Not to get in a better place, but to keep myself from getting in the not best place that I possibly can be.
Yeah.
It's powerful stuff. And, I just wonder why more people don't put more attention and focus on this, because it really is going to direct the career that we're going to have, the life that we're going to have, what we're going to be able to contribute to back to our community, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Explain a little bit more how it works, Danelle.
And so it is a 90-minute session, and the client is put into a relaxed state, kind of how you feel when you're getting your hair cut or something where you just really don't want to move or even speak because you're so relaxed. And then I begin conversational structures and word pictures to help the person discover what their inner mind wants to share with them. It might be a story from the past, something that they're currently working with, or something in their future that they're worried about and they want to gain confidence. And so it's whatever the client brings to the session.
So you're really taking that block that they're having that is preventing them from moving forward in a positive way in their life and eliminate it.
Yes, it's very true. We can eliminate emotions and all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Danelle, I'm curious. So what do the people that you serve need the most that you see?
Well, I think everyone on this planet usually is dealing with relationships, so improving relationships,
That makes sense.
improving the relationship with money, just like you were saying earlier, and also their health. So those are the three big things that people want to change.
And money would have to do with lack of confidence or how much confidence you have, right? Because, so breaking down those barriers of feeling they're not good enough or they're not able to accomplish something is going to have a direct impact to the income that they're going to be able to make, correct?
Oftentimes your money story started in childhood. So those are
so
some of the things
interesting.
we transform.
Well, and don't people have a negative connotation of money? Certain people think of pain and negative things when it comes to money, so they kind of deflect it from their lives as opposed to it's more of a means for you and your family and that type of thing?
Absolutely. It's abundance.
Yes.
It brings abundance to our lives. And so if we could have a better picture about money and feel better about it, we'll be able to attract it into our lives.
Yeah, love that. So what does it mean to activate your soul power?
Well, that is an experience that started for me on October 31st, 2013, where I was listening to a book by Stephen Pressfield, The War of Art. And in that book, he said, the part we create from is far deeper and stronger. The part we create from can't be touched by anything society did or our parents did. The part we create from is unsullied and indestructible. And all of a sudden, I felt a shift in my psyche that was profound. And I realized that my soul was okay, and my soul was my connection to divine power and universal source, God, whatever.
Sure.
So I have created from that a program that helps people find their own soul and live with a sense of light, love, power, and wisdom from their inmost being.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful way to live, and it's a very powerful way to live.
So, Danelle, you mentioned previously infinite greatness. What does it mean to live your infinite greatness?
Well, when you realize you're connected to divine source, you're not limited by anything. You have the universal power available to you. And so you wake up every morning just realizing, I am infinitely great. I mean, what a great way to start your day.
Yeah.
And your mind believes the story that you tell yourself. So if you can tell yourself that story and believe it emotionally, spiritually, physically, mentally, it really does transform everything about your life.
Yeah, and I love how you talk about, that you're really meant to be your own superhero. And I do believe that we each have a very special and unique gift to provide the world. And I believe that our job is really to find out what that is and to really embrace it at the highest level that we can. So what does that mean for you in being your own hero?
Well, oftentimes we look outside of ourselves for truth. But when you activate your soul power, you can look within.
Yeah.
And so the be your own hero part is actually, I teach my clients self-hypnosis techniques.
Okay.
So that they can have tools to remove their limiting beliefs or emotions for themselves. So that's like the third stage of the soul power experience.
So you're really setting up, like a financial planner is going to teach us how to budget our money and how to manage that ourselves, so we're not having to call them all the time. Kind of the same thing as you're giving them the tools and resources that they can use to activate themselves, their own superhero.
Yep, absolutely.
Love that.
I know. It's amazing.
So amazing.
That is great. Danelle, what are some other tools that self-hypnosis I think is powerful? Is there any other tools that our listeners can use to improve their lives on a daily basis that you can think of?
Well, mindset obviously is very important, just like Tina was saying. She goes away and makes sure her mindset is super positive. Mindset takes kind of a long time to accomplish because it is very mindful. And so any time that you can have someone help facilitate that process for you and be a listener and a guide, really makes the whole process happen a lot faster.
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, you have to be really proactive at that. Like me in the morning, I have a gratitude shower. It's really weird. It sounds weird, but it's my time in the shower. So the things I'm grateful for. And then I just put as much positive thinking in my mind, and I work at it a lot. And I've been doing it for years.
Yes.
And if I stop, I notice that there's a shift. It's kind of weird. I mean, am I on the right track there? You got to put a lot of effort into it.
Absolutely. And if you need a little bit of help to make sure that you don't go into a shift as easily, find a practitioner. Yeah, give me a call.
That's awesome.
Well, it's kind of like when you're going to the gym to work out. I mean, you have to continue working out. You have to continue eating correctly. You have to continue making better choices when it comes to your health and lifestyle. And same thing with your mindset. You have to always make the best decisions in how to put yourself in that best place and how to constantly be getting better at interaction with external. Because as you talk about so much, and it's so true, it really is all of the internal stuff. And how you internally are going to deal with something that's happening externally, because you don't have control over that, but you have 100% control over this. And so I just think what you're doing and the gift that you're providing to people is just so powerful, Danelle. And that's why I love having you in studio here. So where are you located at? How can people connect with you?
So I'm online at DanelleGreen.com. That's DANELLE Green.com. You can find everything you need there. And also message me for a free discovery call.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to chat with you.
And you said in your bio, I mean, you meet with people face-to-face, but also you can do virtual meetings as well.
Absolutely.
World's kind of taken over by that virtual meeting.
Speaking of face-to-face, Danelle, where's your business located, physically located?
In Snohomish.
Snohomish, cool. Okay. Good to know.
Are you going to ask Danelle another question?
Shall I?
I was giving it to you.
Oh,
I was passing the
that was my question,
baton
actually.
to you.
Oh, yeah. That was my question. Yeah.
He's
she always tries
here.
to blame me all the time. I'm kidding.
So, Danelle, for what you're doing, what is your passion behind this? Because I know we all have a why behind what we're doing and why we want to make a difference in the world. What is yours?
My passion is freedom for anyone in the whole world. Literally, when I worked for a church, I was serving 200 people. Now I serve 7.5 billion.
Wow.
And my heart is that people could find spiritual freedom and strength.
I love that. Well, Danelle, thank you so much for joining us back in studio. It's always nice to see you face to face.
Thank you, Tina.
And coming up next on the Money Hour, Internet Tools and Online Search Engines, Darren and Carly DeHaan with DCD Property Group right here in 1150 AM KKNW after this short break.